Hey there, everybody. Good afternoon. So, this morning I briefly said that I would be talking about my love of school projects, why I think they're awesome and positive for everyone involved. So, you're kind of staring at one of our recent projects we had to do for kindergarten. My little one was Star of the Week, so they took a poster board and they had all these different things. We went through different pictures, which was a lot of fun for us to just look back through. For my daughter and I, we enjoyed an evening of that. Then, of course, gluing them all on. And I do have to point out there's one hilarious picture here, which most people would have no clue why it's on there. But it's one of those things that when things go as they're not planned, our unplanned things are some of the best memories. Right there, that's my little one. She's with her granddad. We were on a trip in Turks and Caicos, and it wasn't a hurricane at this point, but it was a tropical storm. Sandy was there, so we had lots of rain, and there they are. They'd been walking back from dinner and stuff, and they got caught up in the storm and their umbrella broke. And so we just loved that picture. And again, it's one of those things where unplanned events can make some of the best memories. And there's my little fancy chick when she was bridesmaid last year. And just my sassy little girls before the beach. And there we are back at Christmas, baking, sisters. So anyways, about projects. I'll flip this around for a minute. Hi there, I'm Cheyenne with Shy by Design. So you were just checking out a little kindergarten project for Star of the Week where my little girl she took the board in, of course, to be able to tell stories about her life so far. And I've just really all of a sudden gained a new respect again for school projects thanks to my daughter having some. I know some parents kind of roll their eyes like, another school project, that's work for me. But I enjoyed doing that project with my daughter, and she enjoyed it so much. It was some special time for us, and so I'm learning to cherish that time, okay, instead of just thinking of it as a burden. And if I really think back, I loved school projects because I almost always had to sit down, or my parents had to sit down and do something with me special. They got to teach me something or help me be creative and find things around the house that I could use. And I just love that. One of my favorite projects I did was actually for a math class. It was geometry in high school. And hi there, Dark Motobike. And so in high school, my favorite project was in geometry. And what we were doing is we could do anything we wanted, but we had to show how we used math. And of course, a lot of times in math classes, you didn't do projects like this. Hi there, SRS. How you doing? Let me know where y'all are coming in from. I'm in Texas, and the weather is beautiful today. Hi, Chiefy Beefy. Nice name there. And so it was Toronto cold. Yeah, I'm in Texas, and it's 70-something degrees. I was walking around in a tank top. Oh, and Brooklyn. Hello, hello. Good, it's sunny there today. Awesome. Today's kind of faking us out here, making me ready for spring. Hi there. Slygasses. Oh, Go the Distance 19. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining me. So I'm just talking about some projects in my perspective on school projects. I was showing one that I recently did with my daughter for Star of the Week, and I was saying that I enjoyed doing it with her. Of course, this one was full of pictures, so it was great memories, and we just had so much fun putting it together. I stopped thinking of it as being a burden. Oh, you built a volcano. Oh, and you flooded the gym. Of course it's memorable. Oh, they gave you detention. Well, it's a good story. Yes, I do like to take a lot of photos. And, the sad thing is now with them all being digital, we take tons and we save them and we don't always print them. So this was an awesome thing. Yeah, a stink bomb would probably get you detention. I was a teacher for 7 years, and I would have to say, no, I did not photograph the birth. The funny thing is the picture on there that was actually my second daughter. My first daughter took that picture. So no, I'm all covered up. She just thought that was awesome and loved the picture because she took it herself. So she wanted it on there. No, we did not photograph the birth. I enjoyed it. Awesome thing, but no, we didn't do that. Another thing I was sharing, though, that you're doing projects, it brings back memories. Yes, some of you are telling me some negative ones, but there's also a lot of awesome ones because you spend time usually with a parent or someone else who is also, they're taking, I guess, that time to be with you. Okay, so that's the important part here with school projects, to have a positive outlook on it. Hi, Marty. How you doing? Where are you coming in from? Oh, thank you for all the hearts. So with projects, oh, awesome. I'm Texas too, Marty. And so with the projects, I was talking about my favorite one was from geometry in high school. And we just had to do anything we wanted, but we had to show how math was used. Yes, I am a stay-at-home mom now. I used to teach, I've taught high school algebra, webmastering, a bunch of technology classes, and I even taught elementary PE for a couple years. So anyways, I like to incorporate projects when I was, yes, the students loved it, when I was a teacher. And, of course, in my technology classes, I had taught video and audio production and stuff. So in those, projects were already kind of built in. But I loved adding it into math. So if you're a teacher, remember every subject, you can come up with a way to have a project. It's awesome, whether it's a group project, individual. It just kind of makes more of a memorable experience because I remember those projects. So in geometry, when I was in high school, I actually designed a whole shirt myself. I didn't have a pattern, so I created it myself, used math, of course, with angles and all that to create a top and everything that I could wear, and that was fun because it was a good project to do with my mom, and, she worked through it with me. Okay, and I just have to show these off. So we did the Star of the Week board last week that I was showing everyone. No, that's not a picture of her, so there's all my little cuties, my daughter, that she took with her, which was a lot of fun for us to go through all our old pictures and print them out and stuff so that she could share with her classmates. Sorry, it's a little blurry at times. Hi there, Earl McD. But then another project we did just this last week, Valentine's is right now. So we made little Valentines, okay? And yes, we're like 80% paleo, maybe not even that much, but I wanted to come up with something that wasn't a sugary treat, so we made these cute little Valentines. I let my OCD to the side and my perfectionism, and I let my daughter glue these on. She did the hole punch. I just tied it together. Then you'll see, so they're cookie cutters. So she gave all of her class like a letter, usually their first or last initial, and if you could see through there, the little tags have, oops, it's hard to show you, the lines so she could write on because she's only in kindergarten, so it's really hard to do whenever you just have those tiny little lines on the pre-bought ones and stuff from the store. So she found that awesome. Last night we were finishing these up, putting them all together, and she told me she could do this all night long, that she had so much fun. I'll show you some of the other ones. I have these little things. You can print them out for free off of my website. It's shybydesign.com. So cut it out. You are too sweet. We had let's cut to the chase. Will you be my Valentine? Another cut it out. You're too funny. And cut it out. You are the best Valentine. And again, we tried to color code the background paper to help her sort through faster. So the red ones are for the boys and the pink are for the girls. This one, we didn't have enough letters to do everyone's initials, so she gave a football helmet and number 1 to her buddy Chase. The other project that we just recently did, I don't know if you've heard of this, they have the 100th day of school, okay? So they take in projects and they have to come up with something that there's 100 of, and because we just did the board last week for her Star of the Week thing, and then we have the Valentines going, plus we were doing the Valentines for my 2-year-old, I kind of let this one, I got a little behind, and so we had to do it last minute. But this one was awesome because we ended up making, let me see if I can show you. It's going to look like just a mess to you probably, but I'll explain what in the world this is, okay? I guess I'm sitting on the floor with all this. Okay, so we made this really long garland out of scraps of fabric. It's 100 inches long for the whole 100 theme. There were 100 different pieces of fabric. Now, they weren't all different prints. But I realized all these scrap fabrics basically were like a scrapbook, because I do quite a bit of sewing and stuff, or, just little projects here and there for the girls. So really, what this was is like a scrapbook of, my daughter's first 5, almost 6 years of life, and her little sisters. So, each fabric kind of tells a story. Some of them I used for their birthday outfits, or for when, my second daughter was born, they had outfits that matched, and that kind of thing. So it's really awesome to have that as kind of another type of scrapbook. Okay, so we're hoping to hang that up and, share the memories. She liked to point out and say, oh, that was for my Dr. Seuss birthday, or my Frozen birthday, or Dora, or whatever. So, it's just another idea of something to do for one of those school projects, and enjoy it and make memories together, and enjoy old memories at the same time, and share those special moments with your little ones while they're still little. I know some of, the older kids, they're going to have projects let's see, sorry, bunch of people jumping on. Awesome. Hi, Prescott. So just tell us where you're coming in from. I only have a few more minutes before I got to go run, get my little 5-year-old, but I'll show you again, just really remember that projects have a positive impact on both your kids and on you, and it's so awesome when they get to share them with their friends, and just the feeling they get. Like my little one last night, it made me so excited to know that she was like, I could stay up and do this all night, and that she had so much fun. And it's just kind of, I was talking about earlier today, having a bad attitude, or being in a funk, or kids getting on your nerves. And sometimes you need special things like this to pull you both out of that funk. It's some one-on-one time to build memories together and just create something together. It doesn't have to be anything spectacular. Maybe it's not even truly an assignment for school. Just take that time. Thanks for the hearts. Take that time to do something with your kiddos. Okay, so I know it's Valentine's weekend, and sometimes it's hard to come up with things to do as a family, but we're working on that. We're looking for some things to do with our 2 little girls. They're 5 and 2. Actually, I guess one of them will be 2.5 on Valentine's Day, and our other little one's going to be 6 in April. So we're looking for those kind of things. I'll show you real fast, recap just the projects I was sharing, and while we're taking a look at them, I do have one more little piece of advice. So both for teachers and for kiddos, for parents, keep those memories, or help make memories by doing those projects with your kids. Don't think of them as a burden, because I promise you, if you take the time to do it with them, or kind of help them, be creative and find things, they're going to remember that later in life. Okay, so these are scrap fabrics for our 100-day of school project, 100 pieces, 100 inches long, so we got a little math lesson in there. And then we have our cute little cutouts, our Valentines, they're cookie cutters. You can actually find this printable on the blog, shybydesign.com. Hopefully that'll come into focus for you. There you go. Cut it out. You are the best. They all have those kind of message with the cookie cutter. And then even if you don't want the cookie cutter part or messages, you can get these little tags that have the lines for them to write on. If you have little ones, probably, kindergarten through about 2nd or 3rd grade, that might even help. Or any kiddos that struggle with their handwriting. So I hope that you have an awesome day. Thanks for everyone coming on and joining me and talking about projects, even though some of you shared some negative, reminders, but they're still memories. They're still fun from your high school days and whatnot. So I hope you have a great Thursday, and we'll talk at you later. Again, I'm Cheyenne with shybydesign.com.